Ask any student around the Penn State University Park campus, and several of them will tell you that adapting to college is one of the hardest things that they have had to do. Upon entry to college, many students find themselves quickly overwhelmed by the workload that they encounter within the first month. There are several issues they encounter, such as meeting their roommate, being away from their parents, making new friends, adapting to a new social environment, and passing classes that are designed to be extremely difficult. Many of these students come in with a blind eye about how life in college is, and some fall in the rut of changing their major and low grade point averages. The only way that Penn State helps their students is by requiring a first-year seminar for freshmen and requiring them to live on campus freshman year, which encourages bonding with the other students around them. As a freshman who has been personally affected by the current system, I feel as though Penn State University needs to change some standards of its curriculum to better suit incoming freshmen and its entire student body as a whole. To begin with, one of the biggest adjustments that students coming out of high school must make is difficulty level associated with classes. Many of the students at University Park, for example, may have been valedictorians of their class, or at least in the top 10%, and their ability to get good grades may have come naturally to them. When these students are placed in the college environment, many of them experience in essence a shell shock after the first exams may not go very well for them. Their options from that point on are either go to Lion tutors or attempt different study methods with no guidance, since freshmen do not typically have advisors that they can talk to on a daily basis. In my personal opinion, I feel as though this system should be changed and be used in a better manner to help students become adjusted to the strenuous life that college brings upon them, and there are many routes to a solution that can be taken. One of the biggest problems that freshmen face is their grade point average, which is the number that essentially defines who they are to employers and determines such things as their ability to get into their major junior year by holding it above a certain number, and their ability to get an internship, which has slowly become a requirement to get a job. Several colleges such as MIT have already begun to develop methods to help students adjust to college workload easier by not counting the first semester of the freshman year towards their cumulative GPA. Penn State could possibly utilize this system, and it would lead to more academic success, as students will be acclimated to college classes, and by their sophomore year or third semester, they can work towards achieving the GPA they need for their major. Another problem that I have observed is the usefulness of the first year seminar and its ability to effectively teach students about the major that they are entering. Penn State requires all of its freshmen to enroll in a first year seminar class, but it is only one credit. In my own personal opinion, it should be changed. Some students come into their major with a blind eye about what they will actually be doing once they get into their major, and they may find out down the road that they might not actually like doing it, and this could lead to class credits being lost, which means lost money. First year seminar classes are relatively small in size as well, and with easily over 200 potential computer science majors enrolling in Penn State this year, there were only around 160 spots open in the first year seminar enrollment for both the fall and spring semesters, which in essence alienates almost 40 students, with myself being one of them. From personal experience from the civil engineering seminar that I am in right now, I have not learned much about the field other than things that I can do with it, rather than what I will be doing when I am in it. In short, I am proposing to change this class to a minimum 2-credit class, with more emphasis on what individuals will be doing in this major so they can decide early whether they want to stay in that major, and an increase in class size as well to include all the potential individuals that could be enrolling in that major. As mentioned prior, pre-engineering students at Penn State University are not given an advisor that they can communicate with and establish a personal relationship with every day. They are, however, given access to an advising center where they can go and potentially get a walk-in appointment or schedule an appointment several weeks in advance to meet with an advisor. I feel as though there's an obvious need to change to this, as freshman pre-engineering workload is a lot more strenuous than other majors. If these students were given advisors to communicate with on a personal level, I feel as though several problems could be eliminated with students changing their major late and having to switch majors after already taking a lot of classes that may not potentially count towards a major that they eventually switch into. I feel as though these actions that I am proposing would be significantly beneficial to all of Penn State students in the long run, as freshman year determines the route that most students take throughout the next 3 or 4 years in college. By eliminating detrimental factors such as first semester GPAs like MIT has done, changing the first year seminar to be more useful to students instead of giving busy work and not teaching them about their field, and giving all first year students access to an individual advisor, many freshman students would have an easier time acclimating to Penn State University. Thank you.